Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic came from talking to somebody today, doing a success story interview. So the topic is recovery happens when the subconscious trusts you. All right? Recovery happens when the subconscious trusts you. So I'll let you stew on that while I just take a nice relaxing breath under the leaves of the trees. Let you take a look at the leaves above. Beautiful under here, under the trees. Gorgeous night. Hope everybody's well. So, recovery happens when the subconscious trusts you. So, I'm sure your first question is, well, how are we supposed to get to the subconscious, Dan? Through the conscious. It's simple. Everything that's in our subconscious at some point went through our conscious brain to get there. And the subconscious pretty much is a recording of everything that's going on. It files things, it organizes things, it does all sorts of things, and it builds this whole huge database. But if the subconscious isn't trusting safety, it's going to warn us with things like symptoms, thoughts, emotions, right? So when the subconscious is in fear, symptoms are the result. And some symptoms are the anxiety, depression, our thinking, our what-if statements, right? So our goal, the entire goal of this work that I teach every day and that I do in the group coaching and that you'll want to adopt for yourself is to convey credible evidence of safety, clarity, calm, consistently. So the subconscious is going to accept what we deliver to it consistently through the conscious brain. So it's complicated, but it's not complicated. The subconscious is going to believe what you think and say most often, what you do most often. Are you conveying safety, or are you conveying I'm in trouble, danger, right? And if we can convey safety as the dominant, consistent message, that will hit the conscious brain first, but if we can stick with that consistently, that will eventually get into the subconscious. And at first, the subconscious isn't going to buy it. All right, I'm going to let that pass. All right. Helicopter boy, that's a new one. We normally have tractor boy, leaf blower boy, nail gun boy, airplane boy, and now helicopter boy. So sorry about the noise distraction. All right, that was pretty loud. So recovery happens when the subconscious trusts us. It's your job to be credible and compelling and consistent with what? The messages of safety. So if you were trying to get somebody to trust you, would you give them conflicting messages and say, you're supposed to believe that one? Or would you give them the same message consistently so they develop trust? Doesn't matter whether you're trying to get a new boss to trust you as an employee, or a new partner, relationship, getting your child to trust you. What's the key there? Consistency. Think of the new boss. If you want the boss to trust you, are you going to show up on time 4 days, and then on the last day of that first week of your job, you're just not going to show up? Whatever trust you built in the first 4 days is gone. So that's why I harp on consistency so much. Because if you are incredibly saying, I'm safe, 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 and then day 5 of 5, you have a complete meltdown and freak out. Your brain's going to go, ooh, I thought we were okay, but I guess not. Right? So I really do believe consistency is one of the strongest keys, and that comes from mindset. That comes from a deep knowledge that I'm actually okay because I know what causes symptoms, and I know that applies to me because I've checked it out, I've done the assessments, and I'm in the right place. And once I know that I'm in the right place, then I don't have to buy into the what if I'm really sick fears because I've done the assessments and I've learned about all this stuff. I know how the system works. So recovery happens when the subconscious trusts you. And that comes from the right message consistently. And if you're struggling to get better, ask yourself, how consistent are you? And I know it's hard. I know it's hard as heck. It's hard to deal with symptoms. But when you know what's causing them, that you're really not in trouble in the first place, it becomes easier, not easy, but easier to convey that message of safety credibly and consistently, calmly. So I hope this makes sense. Another shorter video. But again, recovery happens when the subconscious trusts you. Focus on consistency, credible, safety, calmly. Did I say consistency? Yeah, I did. Many times. But it really matters. Subconscious is not going to trust either side of conflicting messages. So are you sending conflicting messages to yourself with the things you think, say, and do? So I hope this all makes sense. I'm going to wrap this one up. And as usual, I love you. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care.